Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Messi playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Knocks it into space. Robertson. And it's Lahm. Flings it, climbs up big! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Neymar. And it's Vitinha. Rijkaard. Robertson. Ronaldinho. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Solar. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho. And here's Messi. And the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Quarter of an hour played. Zola. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Messi. The ball has bounced loose now. Looking for the run. This looks promising. In towards the back stick.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, who's looking wide. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Roberto Carlos, terrific header! And it's De Jong. That's a good ball out wide. Great ball, Ronaldinho!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Fired deep towards a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Lahm, it's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Roberto Carlos. Lahm. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Jong really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And this is roll. Well, there's the clearance. Vitinha. Neymar. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Roberto Carlos. And it's De Jong. Played out wide. Back into the middle. Robertson. Roberto Carlos. Nesta. To Lahm. De Jong. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Very nicely done.
There
It's
will be
Lahm.
1 minute added time.
Can he get it through? Delivers the ball. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Ronaldinho. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Phoenix Rising are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That looks a cracking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pressing high and with purpose. Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played in by... He gets big! It's hit the crossbar! And that was very necessary. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Raul. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bergomi calmly anticipates. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Neymar. And this is Raul. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Messi. Number 18,
Nedved.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 8, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field, number 24.
Chouameni did just
Number
about enough to
20,
come out on top there. Neither party
Number
overly
22,
willing to compromise.
Nedved. Substitutions taking place.
And this is Zola. Oh, smashing header! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Defending of the desperate variety. And he's in on goal. Swing. Up he goes! Sticks it away! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Their response to falling behind has been very strong. They just need a converter to step up now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Real chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Fiore. And it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Nedved. Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his name. He can run onto that. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Foot in. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Messi. Nicely spread. And the keeper beats it away. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Zola taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Phoenix Rising definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up play, running in behind.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a oozor of class and an example to all the
And the shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. De Jong. Now, what about a counter-attack? Roberto Carlos. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Park Ji-sung did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's intervened well there. But that has not gone well. De Jong. And here's Zola. Roberto Carlos crosses it in. Up he goes! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great ball, and he's in here. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, he's been tries a shot. It's in. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking for the run. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Played out to the left flank. Neymar. De Jong can so cleverly bypass the press. And he plays one through. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, such a clever touch. Looking to go deep. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's given the time to pick a pass. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zola providing an outlet on that flank. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Park Ji-sung. He's a sharp little ball here. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho. That has been slung wide. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Great ball if he can get there. Lam. Can he get it through? And this is Messi. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. So a big chance now from 12 yards to increase the lead. And he's kept it out. Oh, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And that has been cleared.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there. Back to the keeper it goes. And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Looking for a runner. Cross from Zola. And he's taking no chances there.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, good take in a good area. It's a mighty effort! Sticks it away! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And oh, smashing! That's another chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yaya Toure. Howson proves too strong.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
We have got changes here
Mendy.
from both sides, in fact.
Number 18. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Chiellini
Number
attempts a
8.
clearance.
Ronaldinho. Number 25.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Coming on the field.
Pirlo.
Number 14.
Oh, that's delightful. He's shifting through the gears here.
Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 11. Pirlo. Substitution in
Number
progress.
3 coming up. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kawasaki Frontale have the chance to go the other way. In with the challenge. Hazard running with the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Gullit. De Jong. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Foot in. Pirlo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He should, surely! They've done it! They're back within reach! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the shoots? He should have put that one away.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
So their fourth corner of the game. Gets his head on it! Chance here to counter. Mendes going full tilt down the left. Lam. Luis Suarez. Pull it. Cross needs to be good. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's in on goal. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Ball swung in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Toure kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Gullit. Pelé. And this is Roberto Carlos. He's found the shooting chance! Tremendous from Pirlo! A finish right from the top draw! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So now the difference is 3. He's had it taken off him. Bastoni. Oh, easy pickings there. Into a mid. He's having a hit! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's more versatile than this fella, Jordan Henderson. So much so, his best position is always in debate. I think he's better when he has the whole pitch in front of him, more time to pick his passes to greater effect, and then read the play if a turnover occurs.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Zola. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Threads one in. Messi has it in a wide position. And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Not the most accurate pass. It's a searching pass. Chips it through. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of... Great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is a great pick-out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Zola. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now this could be a chance. Almost half an hour in now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Lahm. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. He's free. Fallen! He's trying to hit the front line here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, super ball! Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to...
Big chance! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So is this the start of a comeback? Distributed tidily. Ronaldinho. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never... Oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
There's the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, no joy this time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And this is Messi, and it's Lam. Ball's gone out of play. De Jong, in again. He gets big. Henderson gets good distance on it. Could be danger here. And he's gone looking for safety. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in a great position here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Might be... And the shot! And he hits the net! And the second half is off to a flyer! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and...
A header! They've got to be quick to recover this. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lam gets into some space. Big header! And yes, it's there! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the fallen! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field.
It's
Number
their second
41,
corner of the game.
Rice. Coming on the field is number 14, Tonali. Substitution in progress.
And it's hoisted clear. Out towards the flank. Played back in. Roberto Carlos kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's onside. And it's Lahm. That is lovely. De Jong. Oh, he's been caught napping. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, this looks sharp. Toure calmly anticipates. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rijkaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. De Jong, and he's there to make the challenge. Looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic. Well-timed, excellent interception. Looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great vision. Neymar in acres of space out wide. He's got away. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Toure wins the duel this time. Now it's Messi. And the through ball. And this is Ronaldinho. And he's got chance! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Collier knocks it into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. The final 5 minutes. It's a pretty loose pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Forlan. And this is Ribery. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Played into space. Brilliantly cut out. De Jong. Rijkaard. 4 extra minutes added on. Oh, perfectly measured that. Tonali. Nice looking ball. That's been cut out. Well played. So that's it. It is all over. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Please make sure to watch
Any
the
reflections
screen
on what
for
you've seen, Jim?
information bulletin.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Bebeto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox in the box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass. that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goal scorer. A 29-goal season, a 25-goal season during his stint in Spain.
And people will, of course, remember him for coming up with one of football's most iconic celebrations, too.
And it's De Bruyne. And this is Bebeto. Yaya Toure. De Jong gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos. Zola. And it's Yaya Toure. Has a look and plays it forward. That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Taken back almost to Kachu! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kukçu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Tries to play it through. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Bebeto with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Bebeto. He's free, he has got space. Nicked it back from... And Batistuta! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Yaya Toure. He is through here. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Still goalless at the moment. And this is Zola. Engages and forces him off the ball. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Jong. And he's well... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And they've got rid. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Zola. That pass has been well intercepted. It's Bebeto. Messi chasing after it. And the counter is on. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kukçu. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's in space and looking for options. Lahm plays it in. Dimitrievski claims it without any fuss. Yehi. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. It's Bebeto. And here's Batistuta in with the challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's onside. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, good spread. Oh, they can break here. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Chance! Carvajal. Kupchu. Bebeto. Great vision. Now he's off and running. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Quality ball.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rijkaard. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Batistuta, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Ronaldinho. Out towards the flank. Deep cross. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And here's Zola. Yehi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Bebeto. And he was quick to react.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hullet played out to the left flank. And now the breakaway. Roberto Carlos. That's a throw.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Up he goes! It's there! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to get it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, he's taken it. Good read, needed to be. And it's Carvajal. Zola. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. No, again, there's no way through. Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Hullet. And this is Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Phoenix Rising are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Bebeto, looking for the run. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22. Lascia il campo per il numero 16.
Yaya Toure tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, he's bustling through here. Hoist it in. Now, big chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Pele, Camavinga cuts it out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, it's Bebeto. He's found the way through. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Ribery really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to.
Shapes to shoot!
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5.
Corner number 2 then.
Sostituito con il numero 9.
And a chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. A case now of complete control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's in plenty of space here. Pele gets into some space. Fired deep towards them. He gets big. In he goes again. He has done it. Just cruising. They are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in! And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result